So, with our initial implementation of the Ogma Infinium feature for Kim, which is a RAGs database designed to make AI NPCs roleplay better by injecting Skyrim lore information into the AI NPCs when you talk to them, we found that the implementation could use a little bit of an improvement. As you see, the main issue with initial implementation of the Ogma Infinium was that all NPCs have access to all articles, meaning that you can go up to a filthy Gua and talk to him about the metaphysical concepts of Kim, which isn't entirely accurate depending on your canon. So, to fix this issue, we have to make AI NPCs roleplay better by purposely making them dumber. Very simply, the AI NPCs know what they don't know by knowing what they know. So let's go over some of the improvements we have made to the Ogma Infinium. The first thing we did is we added knowledge tags to every single NPC, as well as knowledge tags to every single Ogma Infinium article. Simply put, if an NPC has the knowledge tag of Scholar, and they try to access an article which has the tag Scholar in it, then they'll be able to view the information inside, as that is considered appropriate to their knowledge level. The second thing we did is added a basic knowledge article to every single Ogma Infinium topic. So now each topic has an advanced article which an expert on the subject would know about, and a basic article, which is what your average layperson in Skyrim should know about said subject. We have rather simple logic to determine who has access to what article. Pretty much when an NPC searches for an article, they'll first check the knowledge tags for the advanced article. If their knowledge tag matches, then they can see it. If not, then they go check the basic article. If for whatever reason they don't have access to the basic article, we will then provide to the NPC that they do not know anything about its subject, which means that, depending on your large language model, they should roleplay that they have no idea what the thing you just talked about to them actually is. And finally, we increased the amount of articles that we now have in the Ogma Infinium database. At the start, we had roughly 300 or so articles, and now we have over 1800. We've pretty much covered everything which is in the base game of Skyrim. For example, we have articles on craftable armor, spells, alchemy ingredients, and pretty much every single location in the game, as well as many more different type of items. So now AI NPCs should have pretty in-depth knowledge on most of the topics in Skyrim. Anyway, I think that's enough explaining, so let's actually see the Ogma Infinium 2.0 in action.
How do I make an iron helmet?
You want to know how to make an iron helmet. That's my husband's business, not mine. You should ask Alvor. He's the blacksmith around here.
How do I make an iron helmet?
Ah, an iron helmet, eh? Well, it's not too complicated. You'll need 3 iron ingots and 2 leather strips. Just bring those to a blacksmith forge and you'll be able to craft one. Any novice smith can make it, really.
What about an ebony dagger?
An ebony dagger. That's a bit more advanced. You'll need 1 ebony ingot and 1 leather strip. And you'll need to be an expert smith to craft it. Not many can make one of those.
How do I catch a Hiscarp? And what is it used for?
Ah, you want to catch a Hiscarp, eh? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not as easy as it looks. You gotta know where to look, and when. They're usually found in the rivers and streams around Skyrim, but you gotta be quick to catch them. And then as for what they're used for, let's just say they're a favorite among the potion makers. Restore stamina, fortify magicka, all that good stuff.
Do you know what Fly Amanita is used for?
Fly Amanita? Never heard of it being used for anything in particular. Alchemists might know something about it. But I'm just a god. Why are you asking?
What is Fly Amanita used for?
Fly amida, a fine ingredient. It's known for its resist fire properties, as well as fortify two-handed, frenzy, and regenerate stamina effects. Useful for those who like to take risks, or simply want to stay safe in the flames.
What do you know about hunting a horker?
Horkers, eh? Slow on land. But don't get caught in the water with them. They're faster than they look. Used to be. We'd hunt them for their meat and tusks. Nowadays, it's mostly just for sport. You thinking of taking one down?
What about a mammoth?
Mammoths? Ha! Those are for the giants to handle. You don't want to mess with those beasts unless you're looking for a world of trouble. They're massive, and their tusks will gore you in an instant. Not to mention, the giants will come after you if you harm one of their precious mammoths. No. Stick to hunting rabbits and deer, friend. Leave the mammoths to the giants.
What do you know about the Wolf Queen book?
The Wolf Queen, written by Waffen Jarth, a historical account of Queen Freydis's life, detailing her rise to power and her tumultuous reign. A fascinating, if somewhat tragic figure in Nordic history. What draws you to her story, Rangru?
Hey, how do I get to Northwind Summit?
Northwind Summit? That's a treacherous climb. You can try going through Northwind Mine. But I've heard rumors of, well, unpleasantness within. Or, if you're feeling brave, you can take the gentler slope from here, but be prepared for a fight. What's your business up there anyway?
How do I get to Northwind Summit?
Northwind Summit? That's a long way from here. Northwest of Shore's Stone, if I recall. But I've never been there myself. What business do you have up there?
How do I get to Northwind Summit?
Northwind Summit? Never heard of it. What's so special about that place?
Hey, can you do me a favor and stop role-playing for a minute? I got an important question to ask.
What's on your mind, Rangru? I'll put the role-playing on hold for a minute.
Could you tell me everything you know about the Toyota Prius?
The Toyota Prius, really? Alright, let's take a break from Sovngarde and talk about cars. The Toyota Prius is a hybrid electric vehicle known for its fuel efficiency, eco-friendly design, and reliability. First introduced in 1997, it revolutionized the automotive industry as one of the first mass-produced hybrid cars, combining a gasoline engine with an electric motor.
Now, before we end off this video, there are some key notes I want to make about the Ogma 2.0 system, because it is rather cool, and we are rather impressed with how well it actually functions. It does have its limitations. It is not a cure-all solution to hallucinations, it is just here to help prevent them. The first point is it does still require keywords to be said by the player for the Ogma articles to get picked up. For example, if you say Kinnereth, then that will get tracked by the Ogma system. But if you say that Rind God of the Divines, that's not going to get picked up by Ogma. However, large language models will still probably pick up, and they are talking about Kinnereth, and the AI will roleplay about Kinnereth, but they may hallucinate information about Kinnereth because we're not directly injecting information about Kinnereth. We have spent time trying to improve the keyword system, mainly trying to make sure you don't need to say the exact format of the word. You can make a few spelling errors or speech errors and it still get picked up. But keywords and names are very important for this entire system to function. We have some ideas to fix this issue in the future, but for now, when engaging with AI NPCs, just use nouns when you're describing stuff. Point 2 is they're only going to have knowledge on stuff which is in the Ogma Infinium database, which is why we spent a lot of time adding a boatload of articles into it. We have limited the breadth of knowledge to most of the content in the Skyrim Special Edition version of the game, so base Skyrim, DLCs, and some creation content stuff. But if you have modded content which changes item stats or adds new items, by default, AI NPCs in the Ogma system aren't going to know about it. However, we have made it quite easy for you to customize and add your own Ogma articles to the Ogma database. So if you are using a very heavily modded game and you want the information to reflect your canon, so to speak, you can easily just edit the database. My third point is we didn't intend this system for you to have to go up to the NPCs and say, "What do you know about the High Elves?" No. Ogma articles will get picked up just through regular conversation. You don't have to specifically ask the NPC what they know about said subject. The idea here is just through normal dialogue, they're going to get injected information about important keywords, topics, locations, lore, etc. So just in normal standard small talk conversation, they're throwing 1 or 2 extra key bits of important information which will make them roleplay their characters better. Finally, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who has contributed to the Ogma Infinium. It has been a rather large task with just the amount of articles which needed to get written up for it, and I'm honestly quite impressed with the amount of information we have been able to cover with Ogma 2.0, and we plan to continue adding more important articles and updating the existing articles to make AI NPCs roleplay better. And also big shout out to the UESP. It truly is one of the greatest video game wikis on the internet, as a lot of the articles was based using UESP information. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoy this update. We're very excited to get this one out, as it really does improve the roleplay potential of AI NPCs, and this framework of who should know what knowledge will be very useful in the future for some more ideas that we have to improve the immersiveness of AI NPCs in Skyrim. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you guys enjoy this update. Take it easy.